Hi, friends. It's Miss Blumer with Healthy Bodies, Healthy Minds. Today, we're going to be talking about the different parts of the plant. So, let's get started. Let's look at the different parts of the plant. Just like people, plants have many different parts. We have arms and legs and a head. Plants have roots, so that's the bottom of the picture there. The stem is the part that goes up from the roots to the top. There are leaves that go off the stem, flowers, which you can see are the little yellow things there in the plant. There's also fruit. Those are the little round red things there, and seeds, which are inside of the fruit. You can't see them on this picture. So I'm going to go through some foods, and we're going to see if you can think of which part of the plant they belong with. Okay. So our first plant is an onion. So what part of the plant do you think an onion comes from? Remember, the parts are roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruit, and seeds. So think about where an onion grows. All right, if you guessed root, you were right. So let's find out some information about roots. Roots act like straws. They bring all of the nutrients from the roots up into the plant. They also keep the plant stable. So if it gets windy, the roots keep the plant from tipping out of the ground. Carrots, beets, and radishes are other examples. They are called root vegetables because they grow under the ground where the roots are. All right, next up, we have an artichoke. Now, some of you might not have seen these before. I hope you've seen one though. They're kind of cool looking, aren't they? So what part of the plant do you think an artichoke comes from? Remember, the parts of the plant are roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, and seeds. And if you haven't seen an artichoke before, think about what part of the plant it looks like. I'm going to give you a minute. All right, if you guessed flower, you were correct. So let's find out some information about flowers. Flowers are the reproductive part of the plant, so they would grow the fruit. Cauliflower and broccoli are also flowers of the plant. So if you've ever had broccoli or cauliflower, you've eaten a flower before. All right, next up is celery. So let's see, what part of the plant is celery? So remember, we've got roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruit, and seeds. So think about the shape, guess what part of the plant celery is. All right, if you guessed stem, you were correct. So let's find out some information about stems. Stems support the plant, so they keep it from tipping over. It keeps it standing tall and it prevents it from falling over. They also provide a pathway for the water to go from the roots to the leaves. So they're actually kind of like a straw. So water goes up through the celery to those leaves on the top. And asparagus is also a stem vegetable. And asparagus is my favorite vegetable. I love asparagus. All right, our next vegetable is spinach. Now, this one shouldn't be too tricky because it looks exactly like the part of the plant that it comes from. But I want you to guess which one you think it is. Remember, the parts of the plant are roots, stems, leaves, flower, fruit, and seeds. So what does spinach look like? Yes, if you guessed leaf, you were correct. So let's find out some information about leaves. So when sunlight hits the leaf, the plant can make food for itself, and that is called photosynthesis. And that means it uses the sunlight to turn energy into sugar. Cabbage is also a leaf vegetable. And can you think of any more besides cabbage and spinach? I'm thinking of one that I love to eat. It's called kale. And I know that lots of little animals like bunnies and squirrels and things also like to eat kale. It's very, very healthy. All right, next up is a cucumber. What part of the plant is the cucumber? Remember, we have roots, stems, leaves, flower, fruit, and seeds. What could this one be? All right, if you guessed the fruit of the plant, you were right. So let's find out some information about fruit because I know you're probably thinking, hey, Miss Bloomer, a cucumber is not a fruit. And you're correct. The fruit of the plant is what the plant produces. So fruits protect the seeds because seeds are what is inside of the fruit. And for the My Plate, we consider the cucumber a vegetable. All right. And bell pepper would also be considered the fruit of the plant. So whatever the plant produces, from the flower, it grows into a fruit, and then it has seeds on the inside. That's considered the fruit. That's just a fancy science word. All right, next up we have black. Oh no, we're going backwards. What did I hit? All right, we're gonna go to black beans. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let's remember we have the roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruit, and seeds. So what part of the plant do you think black beans are? All right, they're little, they're tiny. If you guessed seeds, you were correct. So let's find out some information about seeds. A seed contains all of the making for a new plant. So if you took one of those black beans and you stuck it in the soil, a new plant would grow. All of the information that it needs is in one of those little tiny beans. I know, that's so amazing. All right, and peas, if you've ever had peas before, those are also seeds. All right, so now we know about the parts of the plant. How about playing a game? Would you like to play a game? Good, I want to play one too. All right, so we're going to play a game called What Am I? The first thing is I'm going to give you some clues. You're going to have to guess what it is. All right, so our first clue is before I became a box of raisins, I was a bunch of, what am I? Grapes. Very good. And what part of the plant are grapes? Yeah, they're fruit. Very good. And sometimes these fruits will have seeds in them. Have you ever had grapes with seeds in them before? Yeah, they're yummy. All right, number 2. I have silk and ears. I must be cooked before you eat me. I am normally yellow, but I come in all of the colors of the rainbow. And cows and pigs love me. What am I? Yes, I'm corn. Very good. Have you ever had corn on the cob? It's one of my favorites. All right, and what part of the plant is corn? Can you guess? It's the seed. Very good. All right. Next up, number 3. I am a vegetable that is good for your eyesight. I grow under the ground. I'm usually orange, but can be other colors such as purple. What am I? If you guessed carrot, you were correct. Very good. And what part of the plant is a carrot? Remember, it grows under the ground. Yes, it's a root. Very good. All right, plant number 4, or vegetable number 4. I'm a leafy vegetable. I can be green, purple, or red. I'm heavy, and you can eat me cooked or raw. What am I? Oh, very good, cabbage. And what part of the plant is cabbage? What does it look like? Take a look. Yes, it's a leaf. Very good. All right, number 5. I look like a fuzzy little ball. You can eat my fruit insides with a spoon. I have lots of vitamin C. What am I? So think of a fuzzy little ball, and it's got vitamin C, and you can eat it with a spoon. Did you guess kiwi? That was a good guess. All right, and what part of the plant is a kiwi? Remember, there's little seeds in there, so what part of the plant is that? What do you think? Yes, it's a fruit. Good job. All right, number 6. What am I? I am crunchy with lots of vitamin C and fiber. And some people think I look like a little green tree. What am I? Did you guess broccoli? Good job. All right. And what part of the plant is broccoli? If you were listening earlier, you should know what it is because I said it already. Yes, it is a flower. Good job. All right. Number 7, we're almost there. All right. I grow under the ground. I can be white or purple. I have a very strong odor and smell. I'm not an onion, but close. You use me in recipes, but most people do not eat me by myself. So it's not very big, and you probably wouldn't just eat it. You have to cook it with things. All right. Can you guess? Yes, it's garlic. Very good. Did you know there's purple garlic? No, it's something new that we learned today. And what part of the plant is garlic? Remember, it says it grows under the ground. Yes, it's a root vegetable. Very, very good. All right, number 8. I am a fruit. I do not grow in Michigan. Ooh, that's a good clue. I can be green or black. I am not sweet, and you can put me on pizza. Okay. This one is always very tricky. So it's a fruit. It doesn't grow in Michigan. It's green or black. Black should be a clue. It's not sweet, and you can put it on pizza. Olives. Did you guess olives? I love olives on my pizza. Ooh, green olives. Those are my favorite. All right, so what part of the plant is an olive? This one might be tricky because they don't grow around here. Can you guess? Yes, it's a fruit. And do you know, I don't know if you've ever seen these, but olives actually have seeds in them. But when we get them from the store, usually the seeds have been taken out. All right, number 9. I am a sour vegetable. Most people cook me in cakes and pies like a fruit. I am red and green, and you don't eat me raw, and you really should cook this first. Rhubarb, very good. Did you guess that? That was a very tricky one, wasn't it? I didn't know that was a vegetable until recently. I always thought it was a fruit because I put it in pie. All right, and what part of the plant is rhubarb? Rhubarb, the part of the plant that we eat is the red part, that red part right there. So what do you think that is? Yes, it's a stem. Very good. And rhubarb is very, very sour, but it's delicious when you cook it up. All right, number 10, last clue. I am a reddish purple color. I grow on a bush with pickers. I have many seeds. I can be eaten raw or made into jam or pie. I'm hollow in the middle, and I can be fuzzy. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of clues. So reddish or purple. I grow on a bush with pickers. I have many seeds. I can be eaten raw or made into jam. What do you think? Did you guess raspberries? Very good. All right, so what part of the plant are raspberries? Did you guess fruit? Very good. Oh my goodness, you're so smart. All right. I hope you had fun learning about all the parts of the plant today and what foods fit into each part of the plant. As you are eating your fruits and vegetables, think about what part of the plant that they come from and try to get all the different colors of the vegetable, but see if you can get all the different parts of the plants too. That would be a fun activity, a fun challenge for the next couple of weeks. All right. Have a good day. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you had fun. Hi, friends. It's Miss Blumer with Healthy Bodies, Healthy Minds, and today we're going to be playing a fun game called Healthy Favorites. Did you know that when you eat, it's really important to be focusing on fruits and vegetables? Yeah, because they've got lots of nutrients in them that help your body to grow and to be strong and healthy. And different colored fruits and vegetables give us different things. So, for instance, red strawberries give us something called vitamin C. And if you've ever had a cut or a bruise, vitamin C helps your body to heal. And things that are green give us different fruits or different vitamins and nutrients than things that are yellow or orange. So, it's important to eat all the different colors. So remember, when I say eat the rainbow, I'm not saying that you should eat M&Ms and M's and Skittles. I'm saying that you should be eating different colored fruits and vegetables. So let's go play Healthy Favorites. I'll show you how to do it. Come on, let's go.
Okay, we're going to start off by marching in place, and we're going to decide what our favorite fruits and vegetables are. So if I say a fruit or a vegetable that you like or you would like to try, you're going to do the exercise with me. If you don't like it or don't want to try it, you're going to continue marching in place, okay? Are you ready? All right, let's get started. Okay, I'm thinking of a red fruit, and it is strawberries. So if you like strawberries or you'd like to try strawberries, I'd like you to march forward and march backwards. If you don't like strawberries, you can just continue marching in place. So if you like strawberries or you would like to try them, march forward and backward. All right, very good. Okay, the next thing I'm thinking of is an orange vegetable, and it is carrots. So if you like carrots or you'd like to try carrots, we are going to take giant steps forward and giant steps back. All right, ready? Giant. Remember, if you don't like it, just keep on marching. All right, I'm getting close. And then we're going to take giant steps back. Okay, keep on marching. All right, my next fruit is is yellow. And this fruit is very sour. So most people don't just eat it. They usually put it in something like a dinner, or they'll squirt it in their water. And I'm thinking of a lemon. So if you like lemons, we're going to take little baby steps forward and little baby steps backwards. And remember, if you don't like lemons or you don't want to try them, you're just going to stay in place. All right, very good. All right, we're going to keep on marching. The next thing I'm thinking of is green. You notice I'm going in the order of the rainbow. And it's a green vegetable. It's one of my favorites. I've enjoyed it since I was a little girl, and it is peas. So if you like peas, we're going to slide and slide. We're going to do this a couple times. If you don't like peas, just continue marching. All right, we're going to slide back and forth. This is very good for your hips right here. All right, and stop. Very good, okay. Continue marching on. All right, my next color is blue. And my favorite blue food happens to be blueberries. So if you like blueberries, we're going to sidestep. We're going to go in a zigzag. If you don't like blueberries, remember, continue marching. Ooh, we have to slide backwards. This is going to be a little tricky. Make sure you're in a space where you're not tripping over things like toys or little brothers and sisters. All right, keep on marching. All right, for purple, I'm thinking of a purple vegetable that I don't know if I like it or not. It's an eggplant. So that's one of the ones that I would like to try. So since I would like to try it, we're going to skip. If you don't like eggplant or you don't want to try it, you're just going to continue marching in place and skipping. Here we go, we're skipping forward. Can we skip backwards? Let's see. Ooh, this is tricky. I'm much slower going backwards. Okay, and that's it. We learned all about some fruits and vegetables today. We talked about all the colors of the rainbow. I hope you had fun with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Tops and Bottoms, adapted and illustrated by Janet Stevens. Once upon a time there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a hard worker and a smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son, but all Bear wanted to do was sleep. Not far down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He had lost a risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off the debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. "The children are so hungry, Father Hare, we must think of something," Mrs. Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. The next day Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Bear, of course, was asleep. "Hello, Bear, wake up! It's your neighbor Hare, and I have an idea." Bear opened one eye and grunted. "We can be business partners," Hare said. "All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profit right down the middle. Yes, sir, Bear, we're in this together. I'll work and you'll sleep." "Huh?" said Bear. "So what'll it be, Bear?" asked Hare. "The top half or the bottom half?" "It's up to you, tops or bottoms." Let's see," Bear said with a yawn. "I'll take the top half, Hare. Right, tops." Hare smiled. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! You get the tops, and I get the bottoms." Hare and his family dug up the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off all the tops and tossed them into a pile for Bear, and he put the bottoms aside for himself. Bear stared at his pile. "But Hare, all the best parts are in your half." "You chose the tops, Bear," Hare said. "Now, Hare, you tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season I want the bottoms." Hare agreed. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! You get the bottoms, and I get the tops." Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put them in his own pile, and put the tops in his own pile. Bear looked at the pile and scowled. "Hare, you've cheated me again." "But Bear," Hare said, "you wanted the bottoms this time." Bear growled, "You plant this field again, Hare. You tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both tops and bottoms." "You're right, poor old Bear," sighed Hare. "It's only fair that you get both tops and bottoms this time." "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. They planted, watered, and weeded, then watered and weeded some more. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! This time you get the tops and the bottoms." There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every cornstalk. Hare tugged off the roots at the bottom and the tassels at the top and put them in a pile for Bear. Then he carefully collected the ears of corn in the middle and placed them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. "See, Bear? You get the tops and the bottoms. I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear, it's a done deal." By now Bear was wide awake. "That's it, Hare," he hollered. "From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops, bottoms, and middles." Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road toward home. Bear never again slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare bought back his land with the profit from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again. I hope you liked my story today. It was a lot of fun reading with you. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.
Hi friends, it's Miss Blumer from Healthy Bodies, Healthy Minds. Today we're going to be making a very delicious salad called cucumber chickpea salad. Come on, I'll show you how to make it.
Before beginning any recipe, it's important to gather all of your ingredients. For this recipe, you will need 1 can of chickpeas drained, 1 tomato, 1/2 of a cucumber, 1/2 of an onion, and 1/4 cup of Italian dressing, fat-free. And you'll also need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. This recipe calls for 1 full tomato, but my tomato is very large, so I'm only going to use half. To dice a vegetable, you slice one way and then you slice the other way, and that gives you little bite-sized diced pieces. You also need 1/2 of an onion. My onion was very large, so I'm only going to cut a little piece off of it. Again, you need it diced, so you're going to slice one way, turn it around, slice it the other way, and this gives you diced pieces. Look at that. Beautiful. The next thing you need is half a cucumber. This type of cucumber is called an English cucumber. It is very sweet and it doesn't have a lot of seeds in it. This recipe does call for the cucumber to be seeded. If you want to turn it on its side like this, take a spoon and you just pull those seeds out of there. This type of cucumber doesn't have a ton of seeds, so it's not really necessary, but I wanted to show you how to do it. You need to dice it, so remember you're going to slice one way and then the other. You'll get those little bite-sized pieces. And be sure to leave the skin on. That is where a lot of vitamins are in these vegetables, is in the skin. Chop those up, and we're ready for our next piece. Okay, you're going to take a bowl. You're going to dump in your chickpeas, dump in your half of cucumber. You're going to add your onions that you've diced up, add in your diced tomatoes, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and your Italian seasoning, or your Italian dressing, excuse me, and you're going to mix that up until it's well coated. And then we're going to Give this a taste. This is going to be so delicious. I love this one. It looks like Christmas in a bowl. Look at those colors. Remember, half of your plate should be fruits and vegetables when you're eating. This recipe has chickpeas, which are a protein, and it also has red tomatoes, green cucumbers, and white onions. So remember, eat the rainbow. We want all those colors in there. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you had fun, and I will see you next time. For this recipe and others like it, please visit mihotm.recipes.